Oh, hey guys, it's drone day. Just waiting for the UPS guy to come and deliver my drone. Thought I'd catch up on a movie while I'm waiting. No! PTSD!
Engine 1 is out. Engine 2 is out.
Flashbacks! I can't watch this! Today's the day it finally came! I had to wait a week. I was supposed to get it last Thursday, it never showed up, but here it is, guys. The drone is back! The drone is back! And it's my drone! They fixed my drone. Same serial numbers, so I don't have to worry about getting somebody else's crashed piece of junk. I have my own crashed piece of junk! And it's just like new! So we just have to wait for the RC controller to charge over here in the corner. Then we're going to take it out and try it. So it's really dark out today. I know it doesn't look like it on the camera, but we can't do any tests with our ND filter set that we bought. There's no sunshine and it's dark. But what I do want to do a test of is a side-by-side comparison with the drone. You see this little cover right here? It comes with a cover to protect the gimbal when you're transporting it. And some people say you should actually fly with that on, and it just pops off. And then in here we remove, it's like a support for the gimbal. Once we remove that, this can actually be put back on and we can fly with it. So that's what I want to do today, is just do a bit of footage with and without this cover. If this cover had been on last time, the gimbal would not have smashed the way that it did. So all of my troubles came from me removing this. So I want to do some tests to make sure that if we're going to fly without it on here, there's a reason why. And that means the quality is going to have to be pretty bad, because I'm more concerned about saving the drone in the future than top quality footage. That's not true, but if it doesn't make that much of a difference, we're going to fly with this on. So let's get out in the garage and test it out. Oh, watching this thing charge is like watching paint dry. I just want to play with my toy. As a side note, the other thing I want to do, this is the new 60-inch Sony TV we bought this week on Black Friday sales. It does 4K, and I want to do some recordings with the camera in 4K and check out all the gloriousness from the Mavic in 4K. Okay, here we are in the garage, guys, and the Mavic is down there just powering up, and it's going to do some updating. And while it does that, I wanted to show you guys the new stint that we bought. I talked about this in the last video. It was 24 bucks with shipping and tax and everything off of Amazon, and it's the red one. So if you guys see there, you can see those on Amazon, and it absolutely solves the issues that I was having with the base of this controller. When you clip your phone in here, the arm on the bottom here hits the button on my phone. As well, I had to take my phone out of the case every time I wanted to use it. Now, this has a nice opening in the side that the cable goes in. I don't have to remove it from the case. The arms clip down here on the base here, hold it in securely. You can adjust it. There's a couple of adjusters, so you can change the angle and whatever you want. And when you're holding this, you can watch your screen flying, and if you just tilt it down, you can still see the readout on your RC controller down here. So essentially you're just going to hold on to it, control, and fly the plane while your eyes are glued onto the screen here. Absolutely fantastic. I can't recommend this enough. I haven't even flown the drone with this, but I can just tell that that solves the issues that I had with this not fitting in here properly. Here we are again, guys. Frustration friggin' city. 45 minutes has gone by. I've gone through a whole battery, and I cannot connect it to the DJI Go 4 app. Absolute garbage. It keeps telling me I have no internet, which my phone has internet. I'm still connected to the house. And then I try to connect it to the drone, and I get halfway through the setup process and it disconnects. It tells me that it's not connected to the phone anymore. Absolutely hair-pulling frustrating, because I am a tech guy, and if you weren't, you would get nowhere with this device. It's like taking all of my patience right now to try and stick this out. Like, it's so frustrating. So I can't get the software to connect, but they can connect to the internet to try to sell me another drone. This is the second ad I've seen in 25 minutes. I am so frustrated right now. Well, that's an hour and 20 minutes, guys. I cannot get it to connect. I suspect it's because the battery is less than 50% and it's trying to do a firmware update. It doesn't tell me that on my phone. It doesn't give me any warning. But if I start the Litchi app, it tells me that the Mavic Pro is not updated and needs a firmware update. So this is what I'm talking about when I say that the software for this DJI is absolute crap. If the firmware needs to be updated, it should be telling me on here, we can't connect, or we need a firmware update, or whatever your issue is, should pop up here. I shouldn't have to be guessing, and I don't know how to fix that. It's just frustrating as hell. It should be a simple process. This is what I was talking about when I complained on the last video, where every time I go to fly this thing, I have 15 minutes of firmware updates, each battery, each time you fly. Then the fly zones need to be updated. I'm not enjoying this toy as much as I thought I would, guys. It's absolutely frustrating as hell. So we'll try again tomorrow, and